Hey y'all. I was just thinking about breathing exercises this weekend. I thought I would share some stuff that I've learned. I'm no expert in breathing or meditation or mindfulness or anything. I do dabble in it, and I do think I do have sort of an increasing awareness of its power and potential. I've done a little bit of work in live classes back when I was a community college math instructor, of having a little bit of, I think, like 3-minute mindfulness. It was all guided by kind of internet. I mean, you can go on Zoom and you can look up 3-minute meditation and you'll find lots of things. But I want to talk specifically about like breathing exercises that I currently am employing to try to kind of manage some things that I struggle with. Like sometimes I have insomnia and I wake up in the middle of the night, and if my brain kicks into gear, it's like, you know, I don't, it can just, it's like the workers start working and it's like, and then, just, you can't go back to sleep because your brain is working. So the first one that I want to share with you, very simple, is a breathing exercise where you're internally saying something when you're breathing in and when you're breathing out. So this sounds very silly, but you're going to say, breathing in, I'm breathing in, and breathing out, I'm breathing out. So it's just words to fill a kind of a mental space, and focuses your attention on the thing that you're doing, which is breathing. And that's what you want. I mean, the whole point of grounding exercises is to focus your energy and attention on your most basic function of existence, to try to get you to ground to your body. And grounding to your body is like, the antidote to stimuli, being overwhelmed, anxiety. So it's a key element in your fight, in your arsenal, to kind of fight to stay, connected to your purpose and your existence. So I just, this is often what I'll use in the middle of the night. I first sort of gain consciousness and I'm aware of something. Maybe it's a noise, maybe it just sort of, the light clicks on in my head. I will try to just immediately start focusing on my breathing and saying, I can't say it out loud because then that ruins it, but breathing in, I'm breathing in, breathing out, I'm breathing out. So another one that I've tried that has been interesting is this like 4-7-8 technique, where you're doing an intake, a hold, and then an exhale. And I think I read somewhere that you're putting your tongue on the roof of your mouth. I don't know what that does, but yeah, I'll just take a 4 count. So I'll kind of do it with my hand. So I do inhale, I have no idea whether that was 7 or 8. It's very hard because I wanted to say something, and then I was like, no, if I say something, then I'm going to be exhaling. So, yeah, a 4 count for the in breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then exhale for 8. Sometimes I struggle with the exhale. I've found that if I don't do it out of my mouth, it's a little easier to have a slow enough exhale to not feel like my lungs are running out of air. But that was something that I picked up. And I think there's just something to like the counting. I think this is related to counting sheep. It's just like, it's rhythmic. It's again, occupying a mental space in your mind so that you're not thinking about, oh, the bills that I have to pay, the things that I have to do, is this problem going to get resolved? What's happening over here? Just like, no, I'm just focusing on breathing, and the counting is a structure for me to be able to just set my focus on that. And then the last one was one one that I learned in this conference that I went to the other week. Took a day off and went to the Culturally Responsive Teaching Conference, which I've been going to for many years. And we were talking about contemplative practice, which I think is basically mindfulness. And there was a grounding exercise that the woman led for this panel discussion. And it was really interesting because she set a timer and had us just close our eyes and breathe normally for a minute and just count breaths. So inhale, exhale, one breath. And so we did that. And then she reversed it and said, okay, now you're going to use that mechanism. You know how many breaths a minute is. And I want you to now let your breath be the timer of the minute. So you're just counting until you think a minute has passed. And I thought that was an interesting way of connecting kind of our breathing and our existence to the passage of time and a stillness of just, I mean, that's like a 2-minute exercise. So it's just sitting there breathing. You know, again, you have to pay attention to the in and out, because that's when you count to 1, or you can count to 2 and then divide by 2 at the end if you want. Yeah, but I wanted to share some very specific practices with you so that you could think about it. And of course, you go online and you search mindfulness, meditation, breathing exercises. There's so many different things that you can find. But I just wanted to put it out there, advocate for taking a minute. I mean, the connection to a person who has a busy life and is engaged in an educational journey is that this is a space. I think that education is about transformation, and it's a moment in time for you to reflect on busyness and all of the pressure and the stress and the things that you're sort of taking on as you try to, complete the things that you signed up for and that you said that you were going to try to accomplish. And I think that the mindfulness and the contemplative practice is just a part of a good existence, and like not being overwhelmed by the crazy world that we live in and all of the pressure that comes with a multifaceted life of parenting and being in relationship and work and school and learning, and maybe thinking about new opportunities and career paths. So anyways, happy to hear more about your journey and your practices. This is an area for me of learning, and I'm very open to hearing about what other people are doing. All right. Good luck.